Athens, Georgia, September 6, 2025. The city wakes up early, buzzing with excitement and a sense of purpose that only a game day can bring. As the sun rises over the historic streets, a sea of red and black begins to flow toward the heart of the city, converging on Sanford Stadium. The city pulses with anticipation as Sanford Stadium fills with Bulldog fans, all draped in red and black. The energy is contagious, spreading from the stadium gates to every corner of Athens, as friends and families reunite for another chapter in Georgia football history. With only 7 home games this season, every Saturday, between the hedges, is treasured. Each one is a rare opportunity to come together, to cheer, and to create memories that will last a lifetime. The stadium itself feels alive, echoing with the hopes and dreams of thousands. Tailgates started at dawn, the air thick with barbecue and the sound of fight songs echoing across campus. Laughter and music fill the parking lots as fans toss footballs, grill burgers, and share stories of seasons past. For many, these pre-game rituals are as important as the game itself, a cherished tradition passed down through generations. Local businesses join in the festivities, decorating their storefronts and welcoming fans with open arms. Children get their faces painted in team colors, while vendors sell everything from foam fingers to fresh lemonade, adding to the festive atmosphere that takes over the town. Today's opponent, AustinPeay, may not be an SEC powerhouse, but the stakes remain high for Georgia. Every game is a test, a chance to prove themselves and set the tone for the season ahead. The players know that every snap counts, and the fans expect nothing less than excellence. Fans are eager to see new stars emerge, watching closely as fresh faces take the field, hoping to witness the next Bulldog legend in the making. The excitement is palpable as the crowd cheers for both seasoned veterans and promising newcomers. And above it all, the dream of hearing the chapel bell ring after a victory unites everyone. The sound of the bell is more than a tradition. It's a symbol of triumph, echoing across campus and signaling another win for the Dogs. Generations unite in the stands, from first-timers to lifelong supporters, all sharing in the electric atmosphere. Grandparents sit beside grandchildren, passing down stories and traditions, while friends old and new celebrate together, bound by their love for the team. The Redcoat Marching Band's battle hymn signals unity and tradition, making this more than just a game, it's a cultural event. The music stirs emotions, reminding everyone of the pride and history that define Georgia football. Every play is scrutinized, every touchdown celebrated, as Georgia looks to build momentum for a championship run. The roar of the crowd after a big play is deafening, a wave of sound that lifts the team and intimidates the opposition. The players feed off the crowd's energy, turning Sanford Stadium into a fortress. The connection between the team and its fans is undeniable, each side pushing the other to greater heights. For the Bulldog faithful, this Saturday is a celebration of community, tradition, and hope for another dominant season. It's a day when strangers become friends, united by a common goal and a shared belief in their team. The journey begins here, with fans providing the soundtrack for what they hope is another unforgettable year. In Athens, every Saturday is special, but today feels like the start of something truly extraordinary. Both Georgia and AustinPeay enter Sanford Stadium undefeated, each with a statement win to open their seasons. Georgia dominated Marshall, 45-7, showing they're ready to reload for another title chase. AustinPeay stunned Middle Tennessee on the road, proving they're no ordinary FCS team. For Georgia, this is the final tune-up before the SEC gauntlet begins. Coach Kirby Smart wants discipline and execution, while younger players get valuable reps. For AustinPeay, it's a chance to test themselves against a national powerhouse. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Their early success adds intrigue, making this more than a routine non-conference matchup. 2 undefeated teams, 1 stage, an early season test with plenty on the line. The quarterback duel takes center stage. Georgia's Gunnar Stockton, a homegrown star with deep roots in the Peach State, versus AustinPeay's Chris Parson, a well-traveled veteran whose journey has taken him across the college football landscape. This matchup isn't just about skill, it's about heart, resilience, and the drive to seize the moment. Stockton, after a strong opener, brings dual threat ability and local legend status to the Bulldogs' offense. He's not just a passer, he's a threat on the ground, able to extend plays and electrify the crowd with his athleticism. Fans have watched him grow from a promising high school star to the leader of their beloved Bulldogs, and now expectations are sky high. Parson, with SEC experience and a big win at Middle Tennessee, leads the Governors with poise and grit. He's faced tough defenses and hostile crowds, and his leadership has galvanized a team eager to make a statement. Parson's journey has been defined by perseverance, adapting to new systems and proving himself at every stop. Stockton's journey includes a tough playoff loss, a moment that tested his resolve and fueled his hunger to return stronger. Now, with a new season underway, he's confident, focused, and ready to lead his team through adversity and triumph. Parson's path through Texas, A&M, and Mississippi State means he's not intimidated by the moment. He's played under the brightest lights and against some of the nation's best, learning valuable lessons along the way. That experience gives him a calm under pressure that few can match. Both quarterbacks have something to prove. Stockton as the new face of Georgia, eager to live up to the hype and bring glory to his home state, and Parson as the underdog with nothing to lose, determined to show he belongs on the big stage. Their contrasting stories add drama, making every snap a battle of wills. Each play is a test of preparation, composure, and the ability to rise above the pressure when the game is on the line. The outcome may hinge on which quarterback rises to the occasion, delivering in the clutch and inspiring their teammates when it matters most. Every decision, every throw, every scramble could tip the balance. All eyes are on Stockton and Parson as they try to lead their teams to victory, knowing that tonight their legacies could be defined by what happens under these stadium lights. Halftime arrives with Georgia leading, but the mood in Sanford Stadium is uneasy. The Bulldogs look out of sync, passes miss, running lanes close, and the offense sputters. Credit AustinPay's disciplined defense for keeping the game close and forcing Georgia into tough situations. Parson manages the Governor's offense smartly, avoiding mistakes and keeping his team in it. For Georgia, it's a wake-up call. No opponent can be taken lightly. The coaching staff challenges the team to raise their intensity and execution. Fans wonder which Georgia will emerge after the break, the flat first-half squad or the dominant Bulldogs they expect. The second half will reveal if Georgia can flip the switch and assert their will. Georgia's offense is a juggernaut, 45 points and nearly 500 yards per game, balanced between run and pass. Stockton leads the charge, but weapons like Zachariah Branch and Dwight Phillips Jr. make the Bulldogs explosive at every position. Branch stretches defenses with speed, while Phillips Jr. can break a big run at any moment. AustinPay's offense is efficient, averaging 34 points and 343 yards, built on methodical execution and clock control. Parsons' passing and Simmons's steady running keep the Governors moving. Georgia's depth means someone always steps up, while AustinPay relies on discipline and seizing opportunities. The matchup is classic David versus Goliath, Georgia's firepower against AustinPay's precision. Both teams know their identity, but only one offense will impose its will. The stats set the stage for a fascinating chess match on the field. Georgia's defense is as fierce as ever, allowing just 7 points and 227 yards in their opener. Linebacker Raylan Wilson and DB Zion Branch anchor a unit that thrives on speed and discipline. AustinPay's defense, though FCS, is no slouch. Just 14 points and 153 yards allowed, with a perfect third down stop rate. Both teams pride themselves on shutting down the run and forcing mistakes. The question, can AustinPay's defense withstand Georgia's talent, and can their offense crack the Bulldogs' wall? The first half proved the Governor's defense is up for the fight. In this game, defense is more than a backdrop. It's the foundation for victory. A unique subplot. AustinPay's coach Jeff Ferris once recruited Gunnar Stockton while at Duke. Ferris knows Stockton's strengths and tendencies, giving him rare insight for defensive game planning. Their history adds a personal chess match to the contest. Ferris respects Stockton's dual threat skills, and Stockton faces a coach who knows him well. This connection highlights the tight-knit world of college football, where relationships shape matchups years in advance. For Stockton, it's a full-circle moment. For Ferris, a chance to challenge a player he once coveted. The familiarity adds intrigue and strategy to an already compelling game. Sometimes, the best stories are written long before the opening kickoff. Beyond the quarterbacks, playmakers on both sides shape the game's outcome. Zachariah Branch's speed and Dwight Phillips Jr.'s explosiveness give Georgia a dynamic edge. Phillips Jr. can turn any carry into a big gain, keeping defenses on their heels. On defense, Raylan Wilson's sideline-to-sideline play sets the tone for the Bulldogs. For AustinPeay, Cortland Simmons is the steady hand, grinding out tough yards and controlling the clock. Each team relies on its stars to make the difference in key moments. The spotlight is on those who can change the game with a single play. In matchups like this, it's the playmakers who tip the scales. The AustinPeay game is more than just a tally in the win or loss column. It's a pivotal moment in the story of Georgia football this season, a chance to set the tone for everything that follows. These early matchups are where the Bulldogs test their mettle, revealing not only strengths but also exposing weaknesses that must be addressed. It's in these moments that depth is built, as new players step up and veterans lead by example. The team's identity is forged here, in the sweat and grind of practice and the pressure of game day, as coaches and players come together with a single purpose. The SEC schedule looms ahead, packed with powerhouse programs and legendary rivalries that demand the very best from every player, every week. In this conference, there's little margin for error. The lessons learned from games like this, focus, intensity, and respect for every opponent, become the foundation for future success. When the stakes are highest, these experiences pay off, fueling the drive and determination needed to overcome adversity. Fans get a glimpse of the team's true potential: Stockton's leadership under center, explosive running backs breaking through tackles, and a relentless defense that refuses to back down. Even when frustrations arise, belief in this squad's ultimate goal remains unshaken. The energy in the stands, the passion of the fans, and the pride in the Georgia name all fuel the journey. The Bulldogs know they must sharpen their edge, grow from every challenge, and use adversity as a stepping stone to greatness. As the sun sets on Athens, a sense of anticipation fills the air, and the focus shifts to the next challenge on the horizon. Coaches and players regroup, determined to improve, knowing that every practice and every play brings them closer to their ultimate goal. The path to the SEC title is never easy, and the pressure only grows as the season progresses. The road to the college football playoff is long and demanding, filled with obstacles and opportunities alike. But every game, every snap, and every lesson learned is a building block towards something greater. For Georgia, the march toward glory is relentless, driven by tradition, fueled by ambition, and carried forward by the dreams of players and fans alike. Each Saturday brings a new lesson, a new test, and a new chance to prove themselves on the field. The journey continues, one victory at a time, with eyes always fixed on the ultimate prize,